This is Mr. Royce Media, coming at you guys with yet another video. And I decided to do an addendum or a add-on to the K. Michelle video. I'm going to title this Portrait of a Loser. So check it out. My boy G. Lowry, go subscribe to his channel, did a video talking about K. Michelle saying that men are not good people. And he went in big time. And some of the things he went over made me notice some more things about the person that is K. Michelle and her choices, and basically this whole topic of men not being good people. Now, K. Michelle, as it turns out from the interview that G. Lowry based his video on, I guess K. Michelle went and did a video interview with a radio station, and she elaborated more on this statement that men are not good people. And during this interview, I found out that apparently K. Michelle has been surrounded by good men all her life. She calls herself a pro-black, where her father was a pro-black. He was a history teacher. Her grandfather raised 8 kids after becoming a widower, raised them to adulthood, one of which was her father, who became a college professor. And according to her, he was very pro-black in his way of life. K. Michelle also talked about her current, relationship with a man who is, by all accounts, what we would call an educated lame. He's a dentist. He's done the right things. And he's loved this woman for 20 years. He's known her for 20 years and has loved her this entire time. What's funny was that if she's known this man for 20 years and he's loved her for 20 years, that means he loved her all during that time. She was out chasing the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Lil James, the Shorty Buckshots, Lil Nuck Nuck, Lil J-Mo, Shorty Gunsmoke, and all of them cats. He was still loving this woman after she had a baby and became an unwed mother. This man still loved her, okay? Still loved her, and he did the things in his life to put him in a place to where he could provide and build something for her. So these are good men by most accounts, by almost all of them. These are men who raised families, who were successful, who have done things that we would classify as being productive and being stand-up citizens. Okay? So, looking at all of this, again, K. Michelle decided to chase the guys like, what's that Stevie? What's that motherfucker? Rubbing his hands and shit together all the time on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She chose to chase those kind of guys, and she chose to go after the ballers, the drug dealers, the players, and all of these other guys. And according to her, even her son's father was a decent guy, okay? So She's been around decent men, good men, her whole life, good black men, her whole life, okay? She's always had the example. She chose to go after bums. She chose to go after miscreants. She chose to go after suckers. So Michelle K is the sum of her choices. She is what she chose. She wanted the street niggas, the dudes with the guys with some edge to them. This is what she wanted. This is who she gave herself to. Okay? Now, she also talked about what led her to get her body enhancement surgeries, her cosmetic surgeries. According to her, from her own mouth, she did it so she could be successful in the entertainment industry. Now, the funny thing about that is she says as part of her signing a deal with the record company she had her deal through, she told them that in order for her to sign, they would have to finance her cosmetic surgeries so that she can be successful. Which means that these were her choices, okay? These were her choices. The record label didn't say, well, in order for us to sign you, you have to go get a big dumbass butt surgery, big dumbass breast enhancement. She told them this is what she wanted in order to sign her contract. So again, K. Michelle is the sum of her choices. She chose what she chose, but somehow it's the fault of black men. You see what I'm saying, guys? You see what I'm saying? This is what we have here. We have a female who's made poor choices in her life. And these poor choices are everybody else's fault but hers. She is a single mother, even though it's her body, her choice. She has the last say-so on who she has sex with, how many times, and in what manner. And she has a choice in what they leave in her body. So, it's her body, her choice. And her choice is her choice. And the residual consequences of her choice. But don't let that stop her from blaming men, black men, for her choices. Because men are not good people, according to K. Michelle. Her record company didn't tell her to go get a big, dumbass, crazy-looking backside. Her record company didn't tell her to go get a goofy breast implant surgery. This is what she wanted. And at the end of the day, everything that has happened to her is because of her choosing what she wanted. But somehow you gentlemen are not good people because of what she chose. So this is why I say save yourself, black man. This is why I'm very militant about SYSBM. Save yourself, black man. Because they're going to blame it on you anyway, so you might as well do the things you need to do to get your life and to keep your life in order. At the end of the day, it's about what's best for you, what's going to keep you productive and living a life worth living, and for you to make a way in this world. Okay? K. Michelle acts as if somebody owes her a happy ending, you know. But the thing is nobody owes her that but herself, you know. K. Michelle was talking about how she went to a store without her security. And a young black man asked her, hey, where's your security? And she said, you're supposed to be protecting me. You're supposed to protect women and children. As if this young man owed her something. She's not giving him anything in return, but he owes it to her to protect her. Some woman he doesn't know outside of television. She's not his woman. She doesn't cook for him. She doesn't clean him. She doesn't pay him for his protection. But somehow it is his duty to protect her, even though she takes a chance going into a public place, knowing that she's a highly public figure without security. This is somehow this young man's fault. So this is the attitude. And not only that, she tops it off with the ever-looming air of ungratefulness. Because she said it herself, men are not good people. And what she really wanted to say, but she kept it radio friendly. But what she really wanted to say was black men are not good people. But the people, other than the people she named. You know, so this is what you have out here, gentlemen. So my advice to you is to go get the best deal. Go get the best deal. You're not beholden to women you don't know. You're not obligated to women you don't know to provide things for them. You know, go be with the women you want to be with. Go be with the women that want to be with you. It's not your fault that women like K. Michelle chose to be a pick-me for the worst people she encountered. Drug dealers, gangbangers, thugs, hoodlums, the likes of Stevie J, you know, guys who were, you know, just irresponsible in how they did things. It's not your job to take care of these women. It's your job to take care of you and those who are important to you. You find a woman and you make her a wife, make her your wife, it is your job to protect her. It is your job to protect the women. It is your job to protect the women that are important to you, that mean something to you, that provide something for you. It is your job to take care of your daughters. It is not your job to take care of these strangers and these goofy stars, you know? I mean, this shit kills me, man, because this same woman, and when she went to Atlantic, instead of her focusing on making sure her talent is strong, making sure she gave a hell of a show, making sure her physical fitness was on point, making sure her music production was on point, making sure the things that would mark a good entertainer, a great entertainer, were on point. She decided to go get fake titties and a fake ass. Go make that make sense. You know? And now she's putting it all on for men that don't know her and she don't know. She's putting it all off on Educated Chris, on Working Class Willie, on the Steve Urkels, on the guys like Robert Smith, on the guys like Byron Allen. She's putting it all off on these guys, you know, because she chose the Stevie J and his ilk and got nothing in return but headaches and heartaches. Save yourself, gentlemen. Save yourself. You know, don't think for a minute that K. Michelle is by herself in this line of thinking. You see it out every day. when you go about your daily tasks, you see it here on YouTube. Ungrateful ass bitches telling you you haven't built anything, you ain't shit, you haven't done anything for your community and stuff. So this is how you deal with them. Don't do anything for the community. Do something for yourself. Make your own community. Okay? Don't worry about these hammerheads. You know, a chick like her, she's garbage. And she makes garbage choices. Let her live with the choices she makes. Leave her alone in her misery. This is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment sections. I'm out.